right? If you're a woman, everybody's bullshitting you to try to get in your pants. Like it's constant bullshitting. You know, so you have to figure out, well, who's actually bullshitting me and who's just being nice, and who's being nice but kind of bullshitting, just slowly playing this game. You ever heard of the definition of a gentleman?
No.
It's a patient wolf.
Okay, yeah, all right.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you.
Joe Rogan has people talking after bringing fresh attention to old questions about Diddy and Justin Bieber, including claims tied to one of Clive Davis's famous parties. Online discussions say those private moments have been looked at in a whole new way, with many people revisiting past interviews and public appearances through a different lens. Even now, the conversation keeps growing as more fans debate what really happened. Before getting into that, it's important to go back to where it all started. Diddy and Clive Davis reportedly had a meeting that many people believe changed the direction of Diddy's career forever. Clive was known as one of the biggest
failed. I opened up myself to the possibility of a person rather than a gender. I have never stopped being attracted to women. So we're now dealing with a subject. This subject is very misunderstood because the old adage is you're either gay, you're straight, or you're lying. It's just not true. And so I spend a few pages.
But power players in the music business, someone who could help launch careers or leave doors closed. Diddy arrived with huge ambition but very little influence at the time. Some people have claimed that the meeting was about much more than music, involving connections, opportunities, and learning how the industry worked behind the scenes. Those claims have never been proven, but supporters of that theory believe Clive gave Diddy access to a whole new level of the business, and that the experience shaped many of the decisions that followed. If you'd like, send the next chunk and I'll keep the same style and continuity. Online rumors have long linked Clive Davis and Diddy in conversations about how the music industry operated behind the scenes. Some people also point to an older interview where Clive Davis openly discussed being bisexual, and those clips often get brought back into these debates. Still, many of the stories shared online remain unverified and should be treated as claims rather than facts.
I was 13 years old, and being 13, having that type of exposure, you know, yeah, it was cool to go to Howard Homecoming with Puff. It was great to be able to go to Club USA or the Supper Club, you know, with Puffy in that time, or the Tunnel. But these are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be.
According to long-running speculation, Diddy learned early how influence, connections, and keeping promising artists close could play a major role in the business. One name that often comes up in those discussions is Justin Bieber. Fans have been digging up older videos of Diddy and a young Bieber, with those clips spreading across social media again and getting people talking. Fast forward to one of Clive Davis's well-known parties. Online discussions have claimed that Justin Bieber attended industry events at a very young age after arriving from Canada with growing viral attention. Usher helped introduce Bieber to major figures in the music business.
That's not what I was there for. I was there because I wanted a career, man. So we would fight, we would tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you got to chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you got to relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week.
Putting the rising teen star in rooms with some of the industry's most influential people, including Diddy. Send the next chunk, and I'll keep the tone, pacing, and continuity consistent. Some online commentators claim that the Clive Davis event became an important turning point in the story they believe unfolded afterward. One reason those conversations continue is because older videos of Diddy and Justin Bieber have resurfaced across social media. In one widely shared clip, Diddy talks about spending 48 hours with the young singer and jokes that there were things they can't really disclose. At the time, many people brushed the comments off, but years later, those same clips are being viewed very differently. Supporters of these theories argue that being introduced to powerful industry circles at such a young age could have had a lasting impact. They point to stories about private meetings, exclusive parties, and environments they believe were not appropriate for someone so young. These claims remain unverified, but they continue to spark debate online. Some whistleblowers, including Ali Carter,
close, because I'm a snuffer. I said to myself, no, Puff could scrap now. But I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But he could scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then He said that shit.
have also shared serious allegations about their own experiences. Carter has said that her experiences began while she was still a minor, not later in life. She has alleged that the foster system failed to protect her and that some foster homes sent vulnerable young people to influential individuals. Those allegations have not been proven in court, but they have become part of the wider online discussion surrounding powerful figures and exclusive industry gatherings. And if you want, send the fourth chunk and I'll keep the same style, pacing, and word count balance. Looking back, some fans have connected Justin Bieber's emotional public moments, trust issues, and visible exhaustion to the pressures he faced early in his career.
For me, being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So, yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me. But at the end of the day, I'm never gonna force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm gonna be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and
Others caution that it's impossible to know the private reasons behind those struggles. Even so, many online discussions keep returning to his early connections with major industry figures, including Diddy, and asking whether that environment placed intense pressure on a young performer. People have also pointed to the moment when Bieber became emotional while talking about wanting to protect Billie Eilish from difficult experiences in the music industry. Exactly what he meant has never been fully explained, so any conclusions would be speculation. Still, the clip continues to spark debate because many viewers believe it reflected genuine concern for younger artists entering the business. Joe Rogan has also discussed the challenges that young celebrities can face in powerful entertainment circles, arguing that intense fame and adult environments can leave lasting effects. Online rumors have added many other claims over the years, but those allegations remain unverified. What is clear is that the conversation has fueled renewed interest.
It's for you. 12 today. I have to. I'm just saying love it because I can't. Pay tribute. It's my dad. It's my dad. I'll see you later. I'm going up.
In how the entertainment industry supports and protects young talent. Feel free to send the next chunk and I'll keep the same tone, pacing, and continuity. The online speculation doesn't stop there. Some social media users have even tried to connect Diddy's parties to rumors involving other celebrities and old legal disputes. Over the years, names like Usher have been pulled into these conversations because of past lawsuits and internet theories. Usher denied wrongdoing in those matters, and the lawsuits were resolved or no longer remained in the spotlight. Even so, people online continue revisiting those stories and debating whether there were broader connections within the entertainment world. French Montana has also been mentioned because older birthday videos and public appearances with Diddy have resurfaced. One widely shared clip shows Diddy telling French, "We're gonna make some magic tonight," while referring to him as a brother. Many fans originally viewed moments like that as playful banter, but with renewed attention on Diddy, those clips are now being discussed from a different perspective. Other celebrities, including K.O. and Meek Mill, have also become part of online discussions after older photos, trips, matching outfits, and viral videos resurfaced. For example, a clip of Diddy calling Meek Daddy on camera has spread again across social media. While these moments have fueled plenty of speculation, they do not by themselves establish wrongdoing. And the renewed attention has largely been driven by online debate rather than confirmed evidence. Send the next chunk whenever you're ready, and I'll keep the style and flow consistent. Joe Rogan has also pointed to one of Diddy's birthday celebrations in Las Vegas, noting that it reportedly wasn't held on his actual birthday, but instead during a major fight weekend when the city was filled with celebrities, executives, and other high-profile guests. That timing has become another detail people online keep bringing up as they revisit old stories and rumors surrounding those events. According to reports and online discussions, the party stretched late into the night with music, entertainers, and guests moving between private rooms. Claims about alcohol, other substances, and chaotic scenes have circulated for years. Some accounts even describe the property being left with broken bottles, damaged rooms, and other signs of a wild night, although many of those stories remain unverified. Then, there was the leaked audio that spread across social media and quickly went viral. Meek Mill strongly rejected claims that the recording was authentic, saying it was fake and suggesting artificial intelligence had been used to create it. He also argued that coordinated online accounts were pushing the clip to damage his reputation, insisting that people were trying to silence his voice and control the public narrative around him. Send the next piece whenever you're ready, and I'll keep the tone, flow, and word count consistent. One person later began describing himself online as part of the No Diddy movement, but that hasn't slowed the debate. Many social media users believe they've connected different clips, interviews, and headlines into a larger story, while others argue that those conclusions rely too heavily on speculation rather than verified facts. The back and forth has only made the conversation louder. Some commentators, including Joe Rogan, have argued that young artists can be deeply affected by the pressures and power dynamics of the entertainment industry. Others have interpreted Diddy's legal controversies and the public distance taken by some former associates, including Clive Davis, as signs that relationships changed after the allegations became widely known. However, the reasons behind private relationships are not publicly confirmed. Questions about what may have happened at private industry gatherings continue to circulate online, but many of the claims remain unproven. Social media users have reacted with strong opinions, with comments such as, "He's the devil," while another wrote, "Clive been with them men." Another user posted, "This is evil man number one, where it starts with these old bastards." Those comments reflect the views of individual users, not established facts. If you'd like, send the next chunk and I'll rewrite it in the same style while keeping the narrative cohesive and the claims clearly attributed. Some online commentators argue that the same power dynamics they believe influenced Diddy's early career later appeared in his relationships with younger artists, including Justin Bieber. They point to Bieber's early appearances around major industry figures, stories about one-on-one time with mentors, and his later public struggles as reasons to question how young performers were introduced to the business. None of those points, however, establish that any specific misconduct occurred, and many of the broader claims remain unverified. A common theory shared across social media is that influential people draw rising talent into exclusive circles by offering opportunities, access, and guidance before exposing them to the pressures of the entertainment world. Critics of the industry argue that some young artists may carry the emotional weight of those experiences for years, while the people with the most influence often avoid the same level of public scrutiny. Those are opinions expressed by commentators and online users, not established facts. The conversation continues because many people believe it raises bigger questions about how young performers are supported and protected in high-pressure environments. For many observers, the discussion has grown beyond any single party or any one artist and shifted toward the broader culture of accountability within the entertainment industry. If you'd like, I can also make the entire script feel even more seamless by matching transitions between all 8 sections. As more court filings, interviews, and old videos continue to surface, the internet keeps trying to piece together a much bigger picture. Every new headline sends people back through years of public appearances searching for clues they may have overlooked before. But separating verified facts from online speculation is still important, especially when so many claims continue to circulate without proof. One thing that has become impossible to ignore is the growing conversation about how the entertainment industry protects young performers. More artists have spoken publicly about the pressure, isolation, and challenges they faced while rising to fame, leading many fans to question whether enough safeguards were in place. Those stories have encouraged wider discussions about accountability and transparency across the industry. For now, many of the most dramatic claims remain disputed or unverified. As investigations and legal proceedings continue, the public will likely keep watching closely, waiting to see what is confirmed, what is challenged, and what new information may emerge. Some online commentators believe the same industry dynamics that helped shape Diddy's rise may have influenced how younger artists, including Justin Bieber, experience the entertainment world. They point to Bieber's early appearances around powerful figures, old interviews, and his later public struggles as reasons to ask difficult questions. However, those connections remain matters of public speculation and should not be treated as established facts. The broader concern raised by many critics isn't limited to one artist or one event. Instead, they argue that the entertainment industry has, at times, placed young performers in high-pressure environments before they were fully prepared for the spotlight. Whether those concerns reflect systemic problems is still widely debated, but the discussion has encouraged many people to take a closer look at how young talent is supported and protected. As investigations, court proceedings, and public conversations continue, more information may emerge, while some rumors may never be confirmed. The biggest questions remain. Are there lessons the industry still needs to learn? Could stronger safeguards better protect young artists in the future? Those are conversations that continue to unfold. What do you think about the ongoing debate? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with others who want to follow the latest developments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.